Hello, hello. We are here. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the live stream today. I'm pretty excited to be working again with some of the bridges and ports stuff. I was playing in the city a little bit off camera just to get a few things sorted out, but mostly because I needed to fix our problem with traffic. So what I went ahead and did is, as you can kind of see, it's kind of finally settled down. So in the static ploppables, or sorry, plop the growables mod, I unlocked all the building levels because what was happening was every time a building level up, now they get items delivered to complete said level up. Hey Chris, I'm good. Thanks for being here today. Yeah, so all this truck traffic was coming in to drop off delivery items. You can see there's a lot of delivery vans here. So they're all leaving the city, so then what I've started to do is slowly unlock some of the buildings so that they can start leveling up, but it's a bit of a tedious process, so we might play with them locked for today, just so that it doesn't interrupt the stream, and then off camera again I'll probably go ahead and do the same thing. We'll just unlock buildings as time goes on, and yeah. While I was playing though, we did advance to Grand Village, which is great, so the best thing about that is we do get oil drilling. And we are, I think, supposed to get fishing industry now, if I remember correctly. It should... I'm pretty sure it was Grand Village. I hope it was Grand Village. Yes, I just have to unlock the water progression node. So go ahead into our development tree, and we'll come down to... Where did they hide it? Now I just have to remember where it actually is in the... the unlocks. Water. There we go. So it's 2 development points, so go ahead and do that. We'll spend 1 on train. Unfortunately, we won't be getting to trains today, and parks we'll probably have to skip as well. City is still losing a little bit of money, so if we actually come into the production tab, it has been reworked by Colossal Order, and I'd say it fairly makes more sense than it has in the past. So we currently are in a deficit of some oil and coal and grain as well. There actually is no fish deficit at the moment, so but I think once we kind of get our industry going a little bit more, we might get one. So we will get to fish in a little bit, but I think today's episode we will focus in on some of the industrial stuff overall. One thing too is that we have office demand finally, so we can go ahead and put in some offices around the city as well, so that'll be good for jobs. I think our employment rate right now is kind of, it's a little high, so we want to try and bring in some more jobs, I think, before we influx people. But there's a good kind of open field here, and I think if I remember correctly, there should be some natural resources. It's not there. Up here, though, we do have some land fertility, so we can definitely look at putting in a farm up here. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll try and get one, and then hopefully not all those random buildings spawn, but I think if we kind of just place it right down here on this road here, we'll get it nice and close to that other farm, and then we'll just go ahead and kind of put in our fields. So let's see if we maybe go there and try and make these as small as possible so that those random buildings don't spawn, and then we'll do our same trick. We'll try and sort of place in our own fields and fencing, so hopefully we'll at least get some harvestable resources and all that good stuff. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. I don't know exactly how long we'll go today. I was unfortunately up a bit late last night. I did have to take poor little Miss Maddie into emergency vet. She's all good now. Everything looks good. So that's all good, but it was a late night. So I will try and go. I don't know if we'll make it to 2 hours, but we'll see if we can at least get an hour-and-a-half stream done. And yeah, we'll try and get through as much as we can today. Hopefully, again, getting some of the bridges and ports industry going. I would like to maybe try and see if we can get even an actual port built into the city to try and help with some of the traffic, but again, we'll see. That might be a bigger project, and unfortunately I didn't really get to do any test playing last night like I wanted to, so yeah, I'm just gonna kind of try and talk while I do this little tedious task here. But just want to say thanks to everyone who has been kind of keeping up with me on all that, so it's been much appreciated. Let's just kind of see if I can finish this off so that at least this farm will get going. So, and then we'll just kind of come in again. Go to our better bulldozer, we can get rid of that, and the surface I think has to stay. And we'll just put a nice field over top instead. How's your playthrough going, Chris? How's the the different Baldur's Gate playthroughs? You started a new campaign with your more difficult settings, right? I might just put this dark crop rose surface down in this whole area here. Put that over top and just make sure that can complete the area. Perfect. And then I'll have to remove some of these trees off here, but that's the overlay. Oh, I forgot to put the base down. Oops. Hopefully I can just put that underneath. Just like so. I'll have to use Anarchy to get that in, but it's about there, there, and there. I do need to actually just pull this one up to there as well. Same thing over here, looks like. We get this nice and sorted out, so yeah, I think that the surface looks a lot better. Haven't played in a couple days. Yeah, I guess it is. Today's Monday, isn't it? I guess everyone's been busy working. The joys of having my schedule is I never really know what day of the week it is, so I kind of just I throw these streams in where I work, so I know that this might not always be the best timing for everyone, but I have to you know, do what I can when it comes to schedules and all that good stuff. But just get this placed in here. I know this is not the most exciting thing to start the stream off with, but again, you know, I do like to play City Skylines like it is a simulation, so and I'll try and get that all settled up in here as well. And oh, there we go. It is connected. You try another demo of a game coming out looking like old school D&D. Well, that sounds cool. Oh, and you have a week off coming up. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I am working tomorrow evening, and then we're taking off for a couple days on a little quiet getaway, just the two of us, my partner and myself. We'll be gone for a weekend, and yeah, just had a lot going on lately and everything with the cat and all that, but she's doing better, so I'm happy about that. Alright, so we got the grain field in. Looks like they got some production going, so yeah, they should hopefully build up that bank balance pretty quick. Efficiency, they just need some more employees apparently, so hopefully we'll be able to get the employees in. Yeah, so we have a little bit of industry up here. Really, this really annoys me, but anyways, that's fine. Just let it be. We could actually place a little bit more industry in through this area. So why don't we go ahead and just zone that in real quick as well, and maybe we'll put in a little bit of offices just to kind of have a little bit of an office park going as well. So we'll kind of have a few offices, then we'll kind of space it out by one with a little bit of an industrial, and then we'll maybe put down one more office and then one more industrial building tucked in right next to it. And this whole area could probably use a little cleanup in the detailing, if I'm honest. Maybe we can work on that as well. We got kind of fields surrounded by different agriculture things, but yeah, let's see if we can maybe just line this a little bit better. If we go maybe into the line tool, grab some oaks, just throw down a few oak trees in behind. I can talk, don't worry. That there, same thing over here, and then we'll kind of give the I'd like to give the farms a bit of a rougher border. I don't think they need anything too terribly crazy, so we'll probably just put in kind of what fits here. A couple bushes as well. Again, nothing too complicated. Just place this individually as well. Any plans for your week off, Chris? Just gonna try and tuck in some trees here. Looks a little cleaner anyways. We'll let that zone in. I should probably also fix this farming area here. Let's go ahead and just place that kind of around like so. And it looks like I gotta fix this fence as well. So we'll just have that kind of come down to there. Have this snap into there. And net lanes. You go. Key on for this. Put that there. There you go. I think that looks not too bad. And then again, we'll kind of line that a little bit. Working in your basement? Ah, sounds like a fun project. Let's bring this anarchy off, and with the advanced line tool we can also offset, change the spacing variation, bring the spacing down maybe to 10. The nice thing with the advanced line tool, yeah, you can kind of, it'll do a little bit more random stuff like that, which is kind of nice, and it just kind of changes changes things up a little bit, so it's not always the same old same. I think pines here are probably going to be better. And we'll just kind of again zone in what we can, and put down some of the bushes as well. I think make everything a bit more randomized. These oaks, yeah, they're not really going to fit in there. Maybe these apple trees as well. To see if it'll let me put in whatever works. Too much accumulated in 30 years. Yeah, I can only imagine. Sometimes even after when I've moved after living somewhere for a while, I'm like, where did all this stuff come from? Alright, so that's like a little bit of our expanded industry. I think what we could do also is come down to this road here, and we'll just expand out a little bit of an office park, I think, as well. And what I can do is we can also just expand off this roundabout here. Maybe we can just try and come out at a 90 there and then down. And then I will get rid of this road here. Yeah, see there, I unlocked some of the buildings over here and they're already backing up trying to go down over here as well, so it just is a bit insane, some of the traffic for upgrading buildings, but just plop in a roundabout there and that should hopefully free up some of the traffic. So if we kind of just use, I think again the alley is going to be the best option here, so we'll just run that through there, kind of along the top. It's going to be just a little bit of a basic office park. And we'll just take off the traffic lights there. And I'll remove the crossings too. And office-wise, I think I want to use the Southwest pack for this, and I might just actually plop these buildings instead. So go to our filters, Southwest pack, and level 1. There's some really nice corner assets I think in here too. Let's see if I can find one. I really like these 6x6 assets. They got lots of parking on them, but I don't think I can quite fit one. So if we maybe grab this office here, place that there, and then this will probably fit a little. 4x3 I guess is going to be our best option in there, and probably same thing kind of across on the other side. We'll mirror it, and again we'll put down a nice big office there, and that should hopefully take out some of our demand for office and bring in a few more jobs as well. And then I think if we just kind of zone in a tiny little industry again, just to kind of vary things up for us. And this will be a bit of a cul-de-sac, so we'll go ahead and just throw on a cul-de-sac there. And we could probably fit in maybe even just a quick little commercial building, although it looks like we don't really have any demand at the moment, but I always just put in a nice little commercial option for them. Let's see, we have some nice 2x3 assets, I think, or 3x2. There we go, right there. And then I will also just do a little editing with the trees. Again, we'll kind of leave this blank for the most part. And yeah, we'll throw a little alder action in behind, I think. Just around this. Nothing too crazy. Just keeps it a little cleaned up and a little detailing. And I think even if we just grab one of our little tiny parks, we could probably squeeze this in somewhere that kind of works without losing a building, hopefully. There we go, put a tiny parkette there. Quarter park maybe? It would fit somewhere. Probably not. Okay. That's probably good, just like that, I think. So we'll let that sort of grow in, but we've got a good amount of industry now. I think I will just clear out a couple of the trees, and then I think this kind of just needs some concrete or something. Most of these buildings are a little locked, so I might leave them for a little bit, and maybe they'll level up, but let's go on into our main attraction for today, which is going to be getting our little fishing industry set up. So I think what we'll do is we'll grab tile down here and this one as well, and that still keeps our upkeep low, and we'll grab our collector and we'll just kind of continue that on down the waterfront here. And I think probably at some point we will just kind of curve it up so that we can kind of send it back towards the highway at some point. I think we could probably put in a little interchange somewhere over here a little bit later. But for the fishing industry, yeah, with specialized industry we'll do fishing and open water fishing. So this needs to kind of go right onto the shoreline. We do have this really nice beach here, but I think you know, we don't really need to put the anarchy off, so it can oh, it's got the surface here. Okay, anarchy goes back on. I like to try and get it into the water as much as we can, right about there, I think. I think that should work, yeah. So it's pretty close to the edge of this tile here, but you know, we can definitely expand a lot in this area. And then we'll just need some road access as well, so I'm thinking probably a little bit of an alley here, and then I also want to put in, if we go into our transportation menu and water, a small port entrance as well, and I think we'll probably place that kind of really close. If I'll just turn off my road snapping and my existing geometry snapping, flip that around, and we'll have that right about there. So that does mean we're probably going to need one more tile, and hopefully this one still won't cost us any upkeep. It doesn't. Perfect. Yes, let's get industrial instead of let's get, you know, not let's get physical, but come on, Chris, I'm counting on you for a good pun. So we'll get the roads hooked up into there, and I think 2-lane port road. Is that allows traffic in both directions? Okay. Can I just grab... Can you snap into these for me by any chance? And then just sort of hook at a 90 into this road here. Almost. Alright, let's just take that out. And water port roads will just come out a tiny bit. So that's straight there. And then we'll just grab the port gate, or what are these called? The roads. Roads. Everything is just going to be roads. I don't have the energy for trying to figure out how to talk today. So we'll take that right up to about there. And I'd say that's not bad. It's all hooked up. In terms of roads, I'm just curious. Traffic lane connector tool, just see what... Just remove the U-turns. And we'll let them turn around. Sure, why not? And we'll just take the crossing off there. So I think Holly Lane, what I should do is actually switch that out for a port road there. Bit of a bigger road, but that's okay. And we'll just kind of bring this down to here. And we'll have that cross there for now. And then we'll eventually build up more of the port later, but we're just trying to get the fishing industry set up first. So we'll go ahead and put out the pier. Just make sure Anarchy is off now at this point. Oops, wrong one. I just want the info screen off. So we'll go out. We'll keep it small for now. Actually, what I think we'll do, so if you're kind of a little tip, if you're building out and you don't want the port pieces to build right there, because this water's kind of shallow, just stop right before they pop up. And then you can kind of keep building. And then once we get to here, you can see the water goes deeper. Now we'll stretch it out far enough and so that our fishing ports are here instead of, you know, kind of in the shallow water. So, so yeah, we'll go in and we'll need to put in a fishing area. So I think we can just start probably right around here. There should be enough fish here. It'll be a bit of a smaller area, but we'll get this one set up. Yes, little detailing building hack for you. We'll just have this kind of hug along for now. There's gonna be a lot of resources available, which is great. Fishing, kind of like in Cities 1, was a pretty good option for making money. So I think we'll also just plop in a tiny little fish farm, maybe right next door. We're gonna need some space for the port as well, which reminds me, I probably should have put these in a different, slightly different spot. Can I can move it. Okay, perfect. So let's put that over, let's put it actually close to our marina. That way we'll get some nice little action going on in our marina. And I think we can actually probably just build this a lot smaller than we had it. Just build a nice little fishing square there. And the same thing, we'll move our fishing farm down onto this side as well. Just flip that around. Same thing there. And then we'll kind of have it run close to this area as well. And again, we can make this nice and small. Once we have some more money and more space, we can definitely grow it a lot bigger. And then we come into here and we need to put in just little seaways as well. So I'll have them share this seaway here, and then we'll have maybe one hook into this side here. And then we'll also just have a separate one come out a little bit and then hook into there. And then if we set up a fishing route, we'll have one side can go into the open water fishing and the other side can come into the little fish farm. And if we go into our routes, fishing route 1, we will call this the open water fishing, and we'll change the color as well, maybe to a nice deep red. just so we can differentiate. And then the other one, this will be fish farm. And what's a nice color that's easy to see on the water? Maybe if we do like a darker green, we can get more. I mean, this is actually a nice bright teal color. Let's do that instead. Maybe a restaurant in the marina that serves fresh fish. Ooh, that would be a good idea. I'll check the signature buildings. I appreciate the idea, Chris. That is a good idea. Yeah, so those should get themselves out going here in just a second. What we could do, so we do have this waterfront here. So Chris's idea has gotten me thinking already. Let's go for a 1-lane alley, and we'll do some perpendicular parking. And I think the terrain here is actually, yeah, it's fairly flat, so what we could probably do is try and get this like pretty close to the road, almost as like a frontage. We kind of just line it up with the grid, like so, best I can anyways. Maybe we'll come out to about there, and then take one way road, I don't know, whatever, however you say it. We'll just try and sort of hook these in. Get it? Hook, because we're building with a waterfront. Hook, line, and sinker. Thank you, I will be here all afternoon. Currently crickets everywhere, but I'm sure everyone is groaning and cringing at yet another bad joke by Pilot, but let's get that hooked into there. So that gives us some like little parking lanes and stuff, and I could maybe try and fiddle with move it here, but thank you for laughing, Chris, I appreciate it. Could try and sort of line that up just a little bit better, maybe to there. And then it's kind of same thing down here if we sort of just shift that down. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm not gonna go crazy, you know what? I think, again, I like to have a little bit of fun and variation. Everything doesn't need to be perfectly symmetrical and straight, at least when I'm building, so no worries. Don't miss out on too much. So I think if we come into the bridges and ports, and we will go try and find a nice, I think maybe North American waterfront, and maybe we'll take a level 5 building and just kind of see what we have in terms of something pretty nice, especially close to the little port here. So let's see what the signature buildings are. I have a Riverside Grill, which is a bit big. We have espresso on the go. These ones, the Villa Maria would be good, but we need a lot more buildings. So yeah, I think we can find a nice commercial building though, and then I can build some nice detailing around it. We do have this nice corner building. What does the 3x6 look like? If I just anarchy that in, how does that look? Kind of goes right into the water. But I could always this is a level 5. If we go into the better bulldozer, we can take off that fence, we can take off that surface, and then if we just sort of adjust back a little bit here, now that it has a business in, so fix the beach a little. And then I guess I could chemtrails, chemicals, that's not really what we wanted. Just take that off. I'll take the sign off and I'll put my own little sign on front. I mean, chemtrails, chemicals doesn't really make sense to put that in, but oh, I think the building is flooding a little bit. Oh, there's ever so slightly flooding. Okay, nobody panic yet. If we just sort of grab filters, turn off everything but buildings, nodes and segments, and then we'll just kind of grab all that, and let's just lift it up a little bit, I think. goes a little bit higher than sea level. Just Control H everything to that height. And get that up there as well. There we go. That seems to work. We'll get our trees cleared out as well. Because we'll put in our own little detailing in this area later on. So let's just kind of wipe all that out. Now again, we're a little low on demand for stuff right now, so might have to wait a little bit. But yeah, we could probably. Let me just come back over to this side as well, and in the Move It mod, and just grab as much as we can. And we'll Control H everything to that as well, and that should be a little bit better. Kind of just raises up our road a tiny bit, and then yeah, why don't we just zone in the rest, and we will zone North American waterfront as well, and we'll just kind of see how that plops in, and we'll just kind of do 3 deep buildings as much as we can, and then later on we can kind of come back and see how that grows in. There's not a lot of demand at the moment. If we maybe just look at our taxation, commercial I did take down, so it shouldn't be too bad there. We could probably just use some more industry as well. So how's our fishing routes going? I don't see a whole lot of boats going yet, but could just take a little bit of time to get things going. I know it is kind of slow, I think. So we'll let that in fishing do its thing. I think I might also just need to move a lot of this stuff up too. So let's put it to that height. Also just put that to that height. Actually, grab all that, we'll put it to that height there. And then again, we'll just have to clear off the extra trees. Welcome back. I just zoned in a little bit, and then we have this little building here, the chemtrails. It's selling chemicals, but what we could do is, I think we're going to change the color, give it a nice sort of sea blue, and then let's just see what we have in terms of props. If we go into all themes and yeah, Frank's fish sticks, we get one of those. We'll put a sign there, and then oops, Frank, I typed that in. Get different sort of oh, there we go. We can put that there as well, and we can put in one of the smaller ones up here. It's a great thing about cities too, is all the little extra detailing that you can kind of do on buildings. Kind of far outweighs what you could have accomplished on cities too. This house switched to a furniture store, apparently. It's okay, we'll just... They can sell whatever, but I'm just gonna make it look like a restaurant. So that there. And then maybe one little... Just kind of trying to change some of the details around to the wall posters as well. That should be most of the signs and stuff, I think. Oh, except on the back. Again, we'll just take that off, and we'll look for a rather large... Oh, it's a bit big. There we go. It's all Frank's fish sticks now. We'll have our own little custom building that we've built, and that should be locked, so it shouldn't change anymore. And then I will just maybe change out Actually, if we just put a fence, net lanes, I think, yeah, we'll grab this one. We'll just run this down the side of this building here to there. I'll just kind of keep everyone from messing around too much. Just snap to angle, that's the only thing I really need. To there. And yeah, I don't think it really needs a whole lot else. I think we can definitely detail this area a little bit later, but I'm happy with that. Our port, there's a little bit of water here and there, but that should evaporate eventually. Do have a nice net fishing boat here. Looks like it's doing its thing. Profit, we are making money out of this, so that's great. How's the port? It's costing me money, and yet I have nothing happening in it yet, so we should probably get onto that. So what I'll probably do is we should grab a key wall so that we can put in some port roads. So we'll get a port key, and we'll kind of just... Oh, I don't need anarchy for that. Perfect, okay. We're gonna want a pier, I think, though, to put some cranes on. Let me just see again what I kind of have. Container crane, port keys, or port roads. Okay, so let's go port key. I just kind of go straight out. I think out to kind of here, like so, and then kind of just turn it at a 90 to somewhere, or even just curve it along here, like so, and then we'll get this road hooked in out there. Okay, hold on. Let's just bring these out a tiny bit, like so. Hopefully that'll hook in. If not, I can always fix it. Put that into there, like so. Yeah, I kind of like that connection. And I should be able to just get this hooked into here as well. Come on. There we go. That works. And then I think we can just place one of our cranes on here as well. So let's go ahead and get the container crane. We'll get our snapping on. It should snap, yeah, perfectly right into there. So again, it's just kind of a really small, simple port. We'll probably put in some details here in a second. But yeah, we'll get probably a narrow seaway out of there. I wonder if I can put in even a smaller... I wonder if the fishing... Oh, that one's pretty small. I don't think ships can fit down that. So try and take the smallest seaway up to there. Place that there. Now, I don't think Teddy put any seaways on this map. Oh, there's one way over here. But we don't currently own that, and there's one over here. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit by playing with some anarchy, and we'll just kind of run our own little seaway out of the city for now. And yeah, you know, is what it is. It's a modded build, so I can do what I want. We'll just go like that. Probably doesn't connect very nice. Try and fix that a little bit. Take anarchy off so that it hooks into there, and then we'll get our cargo ship tool, and we'll just kind of run this to East Gate, convenient, and back, and then we'll go ahead and just customize this a tiny bit. Again, I think we'll give it a nice color, so we'll go details. This is Eastgate shipping. Route. And we'll change the color. Let's do a nice bright, kind of like bluey white almost, just like that. We should see some ships on its way. 7 kilotons of cargo, nothing quite yet at our port, but that should hopefully get some more activity going. Looks like our fishing boats are hard at work as well, so it looks like our pier here is making some good money. So, oh, looks like we have another business spawn in, which is good. Yeah, we'll definitely need some more industrial, but yeah, I think this is looking pretty good so far. What else can we put into our port? We could eventually put in a passenger terminal, but I think for now this will do. In terms of what other buildings we can place here, we can put some cargo warehouses in. I think we have this port. I think oh, I guess we don't have any storage, so I need to put that in. Correct? Yes. Okay. So we need some storage. So let's kind of see. If I turn on, can I get contour lines? Yes, I can. Okay. So we have a bit of a flat spot here. We'll put in small warehouse. And then maybe just right in front of it, let's put a road. Like so. And we're running a little low on money. This port's probably going to cost us a lot of money, so we'll place that in there. And then I think that'll kind of be a good start, and then we'll kind of have to go work on different parts of the city to try and make some money. But if I just use a nice continuous, maybe it to about there, and then we'll just take this road straight into that, like so. And yeah, I think that's a good little start. I might just play with a little move it here and fix some nodes and stuff, and we'll just kind of bring stuff up to that height there, bring that to that height as well. Kind of just flatten things out a tiny bit. Oops, and yeah, I think we could probably work on a little detailing maybe in a little bit. Let's get the brush, just kind of take out trees on the road. And yeah, that is a good start to our port, I think. Happy with that. We got some ships running currently. One ship looks like we probably dropped off some cargo. Looks like it. So we'll let that run. Just see. Yeah, service fees are probably starting to cost a lot because of this transportation budget. So we're gonna probably have to up it up a little bit. We are importing our power currently, which I wonder if we could maybe change that at all. Is there any good wind up in this area? And it doesn't look like there's much for strong wind anywhere around here, unfortunately, so we probably wouldn't be able to generate wind power, but I think if we can kind of boost some of our city production like locally, then that might help. So let me just change up some roads here. I think this really needs to just be an alley. Put that there and there. And then again, if we just kind of put in that as well. Then do some different road designs that should hopefully change how some of our buildings zone in, but put in a nice big industrial building here. Let's just see if I take that down to that height. There we go. A little bit better through there. And then I think we can, again, just put in quite a bit of industry back here. And we'll do some rather large zoning. Again, just trying to sort of leave some spaces so that stuff kind of zones in and on the hill nice. Again, this spacing out usually works out a little bit better when it comes to working with slopey terrain, so should bring in some more industry up into here as well. And then I think we just need to, yeah, I think that's looking good. No one's complaining yet of not having enough workers. Let's just see how our jobs are doing. Unemployment's down to 6.3, which is good. That definitely helps quite a bit. We need to really reduce this deficit though. So I think unfortunately we're just gonna have to maybe take up a little bit of tax on some people. And let's see if we can maybe, how's our fishing doing? Is this making not a whole lot of money? I wonder if we just maybe make the areas a bit bigger. I'd drag that out to maybe there to kind of fit it around the seaway. And then same thing with here, we can take that out to closer to our marina. Maybe even out front like so. Just give us a lot more fishable area. And have some, maybe the fishing boats get nice and close to interact a little bit better with that. But if we maybe put in a node there, again, to sort of really expand this area. So, yeah. How's that ship doing? Loaded with a lot of cargo, which is good. Yeah, so we'll kind of let that do its thing. We do have a little bit of commercial zoning here in the front as things move along, so I think the other thing we could really do is just probably bring up our population here. So I'm going to just make sure this is all to that height, I think. Oh, that's probably curved, that's probably why it looks a little... it's definitely a dip in there. Can I get you to come to that height? There we go. Just go up to there. Nice. So we have demand for basically everything. We're doing some low density stuff over here. How's everyone's housing wealth? I think we need to bring in some like low rent, high density housing. Hey Tim, welcome to the stream. We're just working on some port stuff and we kind of need to make some money, so we're gonna see if we can bring in some more people. Probably put in the Netherlands low rent housing here. Again, we've kind of killed this creek, unfortunately. I don't think it's coming back. Again, I think we can probably place down quite a bit here as well. I think I thought some of them were 3 deep. Maybe they only go as big as 2. But yeah, we can probably place quite a bit of some buildings. If I could talk. Let's just put some parking in behind there as well. And again, we can kind of put down, do we have some of the lower density housing? Let's place that there. That probably doesn't want to zone in, so let's just go ahead and put a path. I don't want to zone on this road at all, so let's just put that all the way down to there. And same thing with this road, I don't want zoning on it. So we'll just run that all the way to there. We'll just kind of zone in a couple buildings here. I think we'll try and use some of the one-way alleys just to change up the zoning direction a tiny bit. Turn around there. We'll place a little bit there. And let's have a couple building there. So let those zone in, bring in some people as well. So hopefully some taxpayers. Again, we're kind of losing a decent amount of money, I think, again, taxation. Sorry, we're just gonna have to really bring the taxes up for a little bit. Services, I think our service fees are pretty high. Yeah, I could take down just a little bit more of the other budgets for now. City is running okay. I think same thing here. Let's just try and take down this transportation budget just to kind of hopefully balance things a little bit better. And just see what that kind of does to our port. We're not running a whole lot of boats and ships, so... This also needs storage, I believe, so I do need to put one cold storage down somewhere. Let me just extend this road here, and I think I can probably put it there. There we go. Put in a couple storages for the fish. Like there. And that should hopefully help us out a little bit. Now in terms of the port itself, it does have quite a bit of grass. I think it probably would be better to be mostly concrete. So let's go into 3 times speed, and then we'll go into let's see what kind of surfaces we have. This nice dark concrete, and we'll just see if we can kind of put this all along here. Terry! Terry Flags! So good to see you, Terry. Thanks for being here. I hope you're doing well. Hopefully you've been enjoying your break. I'm sure we all miss you very much. But thank you for popping by. I really appreciate it. Make sure you pop into City of Friends maybe and say hi if you can. Oh, it's so good to see you. Appreciate the likes. And the drive-by. The drive-by is always appreciated. Now I'll just get this nice and cozied up a bit better. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good. There we go. So, a little less grass. Let me see if I can get a little bit in here as well. Oh, that covers up the road. Okay, I'll have to do that differently. Thanks, Terry. Take care. Pop in whenever. It's always nice to see you. This, try and get this snap just to the road, maybe. Go. Oh. Play with that a little bit later. There we go. A little more concrete-y. I won't place down too much for... well, we can actually put a lot of parking in behind here, I think, if we maybe go into our net lanes. If we do parking, maybe we'll turn off grid and just see if we can kind of place this in behind here. That way all the port workers will have somewhere to park. And then we'll just grab the pathway and we'll put that up to well, hi Maddie. Someone's been hanging out, it's just resting since her vet visit. There you go, and then I just gotta fix the terrain here. And I think we'll just do that height there. And that's probably good enough. And then I think we'll also just fence this into, run that behind up to the road, that there. Turn on my other snapping, run that in behind here. And then we'll set them down this as well. And I wonder, maybe what I'll do is I will just back that one up a tiny bit. Because I think this is not quite... Oh, I don't want the whole thing. Put that there. Grade. That. And then I can delete that. There we go. So it looks good for some port parking. Let's see if I can also just maybe get a fence around. We have that cool... What is this? It's a bridges and ports fence. I like this one. We'll just kind of turn off our snapping here. Run up to there. Same thing here, just so cars don't go driving off everywhere. No, grab that fence, and that can hook into there. Just come on. There we go. And I'll fix up the surface maybe off camera or something, but I think we can probably grab ourselves a little parking prop as well. Props, maybe? Place down a nice... No. We could do a parking lot booth. That is rather squishy though. Maybe what I could do is have this just kind of down over here, just so that we could have a place for some sort of security office or something. And we can just kind of place that maybe right up to there. And I think what we also need to do is draw in some net lanes for some roadway stuff. I should have some like road wear, I think, somewhere. Yeah, some car drive lanes. If we parallel mode, take those down to about 0.5, even a quarter, I think. Turn off our snapping. Good work just to kind of run these all the way down here. Looks like, make it look like vehicles actually drive here, you know? To there, there, and out to there. But yeah, a little drive marks. How's our budget doing? Still losing some money, but we definitely had a lot more people move in recently. This port's like nice and alive, which is really cool. Really loving that. So we've got some waterfront commercial zoning here. Like this area is also looking pretty active as well, so that's cool. I think overall we're doing pretty good. We'll just have to wait for some more to come. Roads are a little janky, but that's fine. Do have this big open space here. I think what I might actually do is just kind of back the surface off from here. I think it's a little crazy, so let's just bring that up to there instead. Come on. Let's get rid of some of these. No, so let's bring that to there. Oh man, trying to get rid of nodes. Yeah, a little small industrial activity, a little small commercial activity. Overall, I'd say it's looking pretty good. Oh man, this is so tedious sometimes, I swear. I should have never done it up this far. Let's give me something I can always fix a little bit later if I can't get it today. Oh, come on. Alright, well I'll fix that a little bit later. Into winter. Oh, gross. Well, I guess winter has to come at some point. Does kind of darken the city a little bit though. How's everything else looking so far? Some more of our higher density stuff has come in, which is good. We've got some of the Dutch medium density assets as well. Really love these. Pretty cool buildings. I think we could actually probably build out this whole little square here. Kind of takes us a little bit away from some of our industrial stuff, but I think we just need to bring in some more people, get that tax money. So let's go one way this way. Yeah, let's just go one way all the way up to here. And then we'll just have it one way back. And I might have to plop in this area, but I will unlock stuff. But I think that's just going to look a lot nicer if I just place in the buildings myself. So we'll go Netherlands, and medium density, and front only, and delete parking so that my other roads come up. And then, oh, you're not connected. Alright, well, I'll fix that later. I'll fix it now. If I don't fix it now, it probably won't do what I want. So there we go. All nice and fixed. Okay, so let's go level 1s, and we'll just kind of maybe just grab stuff at random. Of course, the zoning isn't going to quite play nicely with me, but that's okay. Again, we'll just kind of use my arrow keys, and I'll move around and grab some stuff at random here. And then I think I'll just grab a corner, left corner. There, and then we'll probably put in let's put a left corner in there. Oh, it's snowing just in time for winter. And then we'll put in a couple buildings here as well. I might have to turn the snow off. Oh, the snow covers the roofs. I feel like that has always been a problem that never worked, and now they have finally fixed that. Again, so we'll go left or right corner here. Helpful if I could see. Let's push that over to there. And as quick as it rains, it snows. Or quick as it snows, it rains. Anyways, words. We'll just put those in like so. And then grab one more corner building. Like that. There we go. Have a nice little complex going on. I'll just get this up to that height there, I think. And then see if we can tuck in a couple of trees. Oak's probably gonna be too big. We'll put in a couple of birch trees. And I think we can probably put in. Can I put a path in here? Yes. A path through there. And we squeeze one through here as well. Turn off some of the snapping, but place that into there. And then since we have this here, might as well just kind of keep it and use it. So put that into there. Now I might take that part off just so we can get let's go into there. We can path out to there. There. There we go. Got a little path action going on. No snow on the streets yet. No, that's probably going to be, I'm guessing it might actually just end up being a part of another DLC or something. Oh, this did not really turn out how I wanted it to. Hold on. Let's see if I can maybe upgrade and fix this. Force to flat. Replace tool. Just make everything flat, and then we'll just probably have to fix the node heights a little bit. But it's definitely a little more of an active area, that's for sure. Use marquee tool will probably work really well as well. Words. Node height. There we go. Yeah. Oops, there we go. I think that looks pretty good. Population again is growing quite a bit. Still really low in the industrial. That all kind of grew in pretty good, so let's then try zoning in just a tiny bit more. Might actually just delete this road and that road, and then we'll put down a little extra industry. I'm hoping once, you know, if the development of this game continues, that they'll maybe put some more industry options in, because zoning industry and just gets kind of exhausting, but let's take a look at our product. Oh, we're making a profit. Crushed it. Let's go into our production tab. Let's see how things are doing. So oil still being imported, metal ore, coal, stone. This is important for upgrading houses, so that might be something we should look at possibly trying to have in the city, but I don't really have a good place to put in a stone quarry. Actually, honestly, this actually might not be a bad spot here. Now that we own these tiles, maybe let's clean this up a little bit. This forestry industry, the one industry that doesn't do weird things when you when you make it. Let's put that out to there. We'll give it a little bit of an extension this way, and then I will just shrink it down ever so slightly here. I can probably go out to the roundabout now, and then I think we could probably fit a nice stone mine in behind. So if I just go into here, take these out. Oh, nice. Tiny town. Let's take a look at this. Lobster Tail signature building, steakhouse, loan limit, mixed use housing finally, which is great. Communications, post, some pretty good stuff in there. So yeah, once we kind of get more into more of our industry and everything like that, we can definitely get our communications going. I need the city to make some money before we go too much further. Ah, dang, there goes the money already. So they claim high taxes, lack of entertainment. Really, lack of entertainment? Oh, there's not a lot of parks. Okay. Well, let's get this stone mine in first, because that'll probably help us out, and then we'll look at that next. So, specialized industry, stone mining. I think we can probably just put that right there, and then we'll just have a nice kind of out-of-town stone quarry. Again, it doesn't have to be anything too crazy, but can kind of go up close to this highway. Seems how we're not really using it for this area for really anything else. That's already nice and hilly in here, and it's actually probably could bring that up over to here, like so. I might just shift this over a tiny bit more to there. Actually, let's just move that down a tiny bit. Oh no, I do not want... I don't want that. No, thank you. We'll just do that, I think, and then I will just have to customize this a tiny bit so that it does not look like this. Alright, so we'll take off the fence. The surface doesn't go anywhere, but that's fine. If we go into rock surfaces, or is it somewhere else? Ground? I know I have ore, there we go. So I will just fill in the gaps with this ore surface. And that guy can stay, that bulldozer thing, whatever it's called. I'll put that area in here, and then net lanes again, fences. Oh, a nice high industrial fence like so would be good. Just put that up to there. I'll have this fence kind of hug it, but it doesn't need to go too terribly close by. Turn off some of my snapping there. And fence that up to there. There we go. So we got some stone mining. They're bringing in some money, which is great. Quite a bit actually. Looks like they're extracting quite a bit of stone as well. So we'll let them kind of keep working on that, and then I think we could probably clean up this little entrance into the city. So again, we could probably grab... Can I fit some oaks in here? Can, sort of. Probably if I turn off that, will they all fit? No. Okay. Birch it is. Just run those all along. Oops. It's about there. And then I think I could probably put in a few oaks as well. Just kind of place these around without having the brush on. There we go. And then kind of same thing up here as well. Just a little sporadic tree placement. Like that. And I think that kind of works well. We've got now a nice little industry as well. That should hopefully help everyone upgrade their houses. We've got some office demand. Commercial is again slowly zoning in over here. The port is coming to life. Fishing's making some money, which is good. We've got a lot of goods hopefully in storage. We've still got a good amount of space, so we've got stuff coming in as well. One good thing when we use the... where did I put it? This substation, we can put in the telecom tower here, and it runs pretty cheap. So I think what we could do, try and help up with some of our happiness, is we'll unlock the telecom tower, and then we just go ahead and put that upgrade into there. Let's see how our... yeah, we got internet coverage pretty good across the city already, so I think overall that is pretty good. That's a pretty good item out of the Netherlands pack. That should bring up their happiness as well. Yeah, reliable internet service. Still lack of entertainment, so budget is kind of tedious, but I think we probably should get in a nice park somewhere, just so they have something to do. So we could probably just try and plop in a couple parks somewhere. If we take out that path, maybe, or even right over here. Again, that stream kind of, the little stream here that was formerly there is kind of gone, so park, come on. Let's see. I don't think we have any bridges and ports parks in here. Just want to find one that has some good. Park Cafe, too big. It's a bit of a weird shape. Let's do the hilly playground. Why not? Have that there. That should hopefully help them a little bit, and then I could probably put some paths around that as well, just so that citizens can still move around. Put that there. Have that there. Yeah, I think that's good. I have all this space actually right here as well, so again, we'll try and get in another little park. The activity playground right there. And we do have this cul-de-sac as well. We could place something in behind. Put that there. So it gets a little bit of options. Oh, someone's complaining about high resource cost. Who are you? Beverages. Alright, so let's dive a little bit into the production chain. Let's see if we can diagnose this one before we end the stream for today. So, beverages. We are producing, we're bringing in grain, we're bringing in vegetables, and then it comes beverages. This is a little still, I think, difficult to follow, but it looks like production we're only making 1.8, but we need 5.14, so I think we probably just need a little bit more grain, it looks like. Let's just look at our grain production. Looks like we have a surplus of grain, so we'll see if that kind of adjusts itself as time goes on. And vegetable farming, same thing, pretty good surplus of this as well. So yeah, if our food production, it is bringing in fish. So not too bad there either. So yeah, it might just take a little bit of time to balance out, but the budget is positive, which is good. Oh, a bit of traffic down here. Everyone coming in to check out these places. Well, I don't want to detail this yet until a lot of this is grown in, and the port is doing good. Again, that's making money. So overall, I'm pretty happy. I think probably since it's been a bit of a long day for me and last night, that maybe we'll call it there. Have a bit of a shorter stream today. Mongo Slade says, the way the new charts looks wild for me. Yeah, I gotta look at it more, and I don't really want to bore you guys with that on stream, but yeah, too bad the weather is kind of crappy. When does this also beverages? It's just something we could probably dive into. I mean, they're making money, but yeah, just something about beverages not really doing too well. We do have pretty screaming commercial demand still, or yeah, so we could probably do some more zoned industry at some point and try and clean up this little zoned area or industry area. Maybe at some point we could put in a really big industrial park back here. We're gonna need garbage collection, I think, pretty soon as well. It's currently coming outside of the city, so definitely lots of things to come. But I'm pretty happy with how the port is starting. Again, it's small, but we're not going too crazy here. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll try and get back probably maybe next week. I'm just going to be working and then away for a little bit this week, but we'll definitely dive back into it soon. And hopefully we'll get the Cities 1 city going again. That'll be on Patreon for free, so if you want to check out my Patreon, at some point we'll get that video up and running there as well. But thanks for joining me today as we explore bridges and ports, and I'll catch you in the next one very soon. So take care, everyone, and bye-bye.